Hello, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're doing good. So, to continue my series on the emotional stages to expect after going no contact, today I want to talk about the stage where you'll find yourself obsessively trying to mind read your narcs. What are they thinking? Do they miss me? Has the narc family dynamic imploded now that we've quit as Scapegoat? And a common one, why aren't they hoovering me? When will they hoover me? You're ruminating like this because you're trauma bonded to your narcs. This is a phenomenon very similar to an addiction to substances, and you are addicted to a substance. You're addicted to oxytocin, known as the love hormone, and in narc abuse it's created through psychological conditioning known as intermittent reinforcement. Narcs trauma bond us through their pattern of love bombing, devaluing and discarding. That all too familiar flip-flopping between treating us like trash and then treating us with very rare good days. They literally train us to stay in their evil web by making us endure the cruelty in the hope that we'll get a hit of oxytocin via an act of apparent kindness. Much like a gambling addict holding out for a win that they know will come if they just keep pumping money into a slot machine. The no-contact process is therefore a lot like detoxing from a drug. I mentioned in a previous video that I made a lot of changes to my lifestyle after going no contact, and this included quitting alcohol. At first I had terrible cravings, but I handled these by distracting myself with things like going for a walk, making myself a nice meal, and other healthier pursuits. After a while, I found myself thinking of alcohol less and less, and I'm now at a point where the idea of taking a drink seems alien to me. And this is exactly the same as my detox from my family. Our goal as escaped scapegoats is to reach that same stage of indifference. In the early days of no contact, your mind is preoccupied with a host of questions about how your narcs are reacting to your no contact, particularly if you've blocked all their points of access to you, including any flying monkeys. The thing is, you're projecting your own normal human being traits onto your narcs. When your narcs hit you with a silent treatment, you are in mental agony, filled with feelings of loss, rejection, low self-worth, depression and anxiety. Narcs don't have these feelings, because they lack the humanity and empathy to love, so they don't have the same reaction as we do to the silent treatment. For narcs, we're appliances that generate narc supply, so losing us is like losing a cell phone. An annoying inconvenience, but something that can be replaced. In the case of the scapegoat leaving, the narc usually replaces us with whoever is close at hand. Remember, narcs are profoundly lazy. Be it the enabler, the golden child, or a member of the narc's metaphorical storage unit of past victims that they can circle back to and once again drain of emotional energy. This is why it's important to block potential flying monkeys from guilt-tripping you into coming back to save their skin. For narcs, us going no contact is a game. They're waiting to see how long you can hold out before you crack. They may well be desperate to get in touch with you, especially if your replacement is inadequate or even non-existent. With aging narcs like mine, the options for a replacement are very limited, as older narcs' circle of influence gets smaller and smaller, and opportunities to obtain supply dwindle. They may well be suffering in your absence. Not how we suffer through silent treatments, but in the way a junkie suffers when their dealer vanishes and they can't get that hit that they need. It all depends on whether there's another narc supply source filling the vacancy you left, and the quality of supply that they provide. Remember, narcs are completely incapable of being alone, and they need narc supply in order to survive. They're not hoovering you, mainly because you've severely limited their ability to do so, but also because of this Mexican standoff mentality, waiting to see who flinches first. And they fully expect you to crack. So it's your enabler parent and or golden child sibling who are likely the ones seriously suffering from your no contact, as they get a taste of what you've been dealing with your entire life. So sad, too bad. If these minions of the narc make attempts to contact you and get you back, be assured that they're doing this for selfish reasons. They don't want you back because they miss you for who you are as a person. They want you back to resume the position of family punching bag, to take the heat off them. At some point, the penny will drop that your narc underestimated you and you're gone for good. Results may vary, but for me it was around 6 months before my narc mother attempted contact, breaking her concurrent silent treatment via an obvious panic move, namely sending me a Christmas card at the end of January. Obviously I ignored it. We all want to believe our narc family misses us. After all, these creatures have dominated every aspect of our lives for decades. The risk in dwelling on the rare good days, and wondering if your narcs will have a moment of clarity and humanity, crying themselves to sleep as they miss your laugh, your smile, your unique personality, is you're delaying your own recovery by holding on to false hope. When you're in this stage of attempting to mind read your narcs, you're attaching normal human emotional qualities to them that they'll never possess. Yes, they miss you. Same way you miss those sunglasses you misplaced last summer, or the other half of that comfy pair of socks. So don't waste valuable recovery time dwelling on the narcs. If you could genuinely read the mind of a narcissist, it would look like the scariest horror movie ever made. Nobody wants to see that. No contact is an act of self-preservation, not manipulation like the silent treatment. It's about saving your life and giving you a happy future. Who cares what the narcs think of your no contact? It's not about them. It's about you putting yourself first for a change. So, with that, take care, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.